There are 7 truths you must internalize, 7 principles you must never betray, not to friends, not to family, not even to yourself in moments of weakness. Stoicism teaches that control begins in silence, that the world only respects mastery, not explanation. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." That isn't just philosophy, it's a blueprint, a warning. Every time you reveal your inner battles, your struggles, your desires, you give the world a map to your vulnerability. And vulnerability in the wrong hands is leverage. Today I'll give you 7 Stoic secrets that will make you untouchable. Guard them, live them. Let them shape who you become in silence. 1. Your emotions. The first rule of Stoic power: never broadcast your emotional storms. Rage, grief, frustration. They are yours to master, not others' entertainment. Seneca wrote, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Think of it like this. You lose your temper in public. You argue, you cry, you explode. People see the cracks, and even if they never say it aloud, they remember. Every outburst is a blueprint. Others study it. They'll wait. They'll test you. They'll push until they find the same reaction. Emotions are powerful. They are raw, unpredictable energy. And in the wrong hands, they become your undoing. Imagine revealing fear, resentment, or impatience to someone who already doubts you. They'll store it like ammunition. And when the moment is right, when your guard is down, they'll use it. They may not even need words, just a look, a subtle challenge, a reminder that they know the weak point you exposed yourself through. The Stoic moves differently. He feels, he observes, he acts, not in reaction, but with intention. Anger is processed internally. Grief is acknowledged privately. Others may provoke, but you remain unmoved. Your calm is a weapon. Your composure is untouchable. Here's the deeper truth. When you show emotional instability, you hand over the narrative of yourself. People no longer see your strength, your vision, your discipline. They see only your reactions. And reactions are temporary, easily manipulated. They are predictable. But mastery of emotion flips the entire equation. When you respond with calm, others pause. They hesitate. They are forced to consider their own moves. You create space. You become a force they cannot predict. Your silence in the storm is louder than their words. It's magnetic. It signals power without a single boast. Let me paint a picture. A colleague insults you in a meeting. Most people erupt, they argue, they defend, they hand over their dignity without realizing it. The room remembers the outburst. Now the tables are turned. You are known for losing your temper, not for your skill or intelligence. The Stoic. He breathes. He nods. He lets the words slide like water off a rock. He controls the environment not by shouting louder, but by refusing to be moved. Later, when action is required, he acts decisively. Others see results, not chaos, and respect, real, lasting respect, follows. Your emotions are sacred, not for display, not for judgment, not for the amusement of the unworthy. Rage, fear, sorrow, joy, they exist within you to be mastered. Every time you hand them over to the world, you weaken your fortress. Every time you master them quietly, you fortify it. You become untouchable not because you are invincible, but because you are disciplined, because others cannot predict you, because they cannot manipulate what they do not understand. Remember this: the world will always try to provoke you. Life will throw chaos, injustice, betrayal. The Stoic's advantage is not that he never faces hardship, it's that he faces it with clarity, without reaction, without noise. While others are shouting, arguing, or breaking down, he is calm, collected, and moving forward. Your silence in the storm is your power. Your composure is your shield. And in that quiet mastery, you become untouchable. 2. Your weaknesses. A Stoic never hands over his weakness. Weakness is private. Pain is private. Doubt is private. Why? Because the world collects these fragments as ammunition. Every moment you reveal your insecurities, your fears, your struggles, you are handing someone else the blueprint to manipulate, distract, or even destroy you. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react that matters." Your weakness doesn't exist to be validated. It exists to be mastered. Every time you reveal it, you give someone else permission to influence your behavior, whether consciously or unconsciously. Think about it. The friend you tell about your self-doubt may seem supportive. They nod. They say, "I understand," but in silence, they remember. They know where your foundation wobbles, and when the opportunity arises, their memory becomes leverage. It could be subtle, a word, a gesture, a reminder, but they have a key to your vulnerability, and the world does not forgive those who hand over keys so carelessly. Don't offload your struggles to the uninformed. Don't seek sympathy from people who haven't earned your respect. Pain unshared is power. Pain mastered is freedom. Handle your shadows alone. Let them sharpen you, not expose you. Let them teach you resilience, patience, and discipline. Weakness acknowledged privately becomes your greatest strength. Weakness shared publicly becomes someone else's tool. The Stoic transforms suffering into silent strength. He does not broadcast defeat. He does not plead for understanding. He endures, he learns, he grows. And when the moment comes to act, he does so without hesitation, unshaken by those who once thought they knew him. Remember, the world does not need your fragility. Your enemies, your rivals, even well-meaning friends, they do not benefit from your weakness. Only you do. Protect it, master it, and in that mastery, you become untouchable. If this hits hard, type in the comments, "My weakness is my weapon." And don't forget to like the video if you're ready to turn your struggles into strength. 3. Your victories before they happen. The Stoic knows this truth. Announce your success too early, and it vanishes in others' doubt, envy, and sabotage. Share your plans, your ambitions, your next big move too soon, and suddenly your world is no longer yours. It belongs to the opinions, fears, and insecurities of everyone else. Move in silence, build quietly, execute flawlessly. History is full of examples. Marcus Aurelius didn't parade his inner life. He wrote in private, reflected in silence, and acted in public with precision. Alexander didn't broadcast his strategies before battle. He conquered. Julius Caesar didn't send out tweets before crossing the Rubicon. He acted. Results speak louder than words. Results cannot be stolen, diluted, or undermined. When you achieve without broadcasting, admiration comes unasked. Suspicion fades. Respect solidifies. Let your actions echo. Let your results surprise. Mystery is power. Others may guess, speculate, even try to sabotage, but they can never stop what they cannot see coming. Think of it like this. You announce a project, a promotion, a business idea. People nod, smile, offer advice. Some sincere, some veiled with doubt. And before you know it, hesitation creeps in. Your own mind doubts. Your energy leaks. Validation becomes a crutch. That is why the Stoic acts quietly. He executes first. The world reacts later. And when the world finally sees the outcome, respect is earned, not begged for. Your victories before they happen are sacred. They are private. They are proof of discipline, patience, and mastery. Guard them, build them in silence. And when they unfold, let the results speak so loudly that no one dares question your ability again. If this resonates, drop this in the comments. My victories speak for me. And like the video if you're ready to let your results, not words, define your power. 4. Your attachments. A Stoic is untethered. You do not expose what you value most, because the world will always test it. Relationships, reputation, possessions, they are tools, not identities. When you cling too tightly or broadcast what you hold dear, you give others power over your peace. They begin to pull at your emotions, your decisions, your energy, whether intentionally or unconsciously. Seneca warned, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things he does not have, but rejoices for those he does." The Stoic understands that attachment, when flaunted or shared, invites manipulation. Show desire, dependence, or obsession, and others will exploit it. They'll test your boundaries, push your patience, or sow doubt about your choices. Value what you hold dear privately. Guard it like treasure locked in the deepest chamber of your mind. Your relationships, your reputation, your possessions, they exist to serve your life, not to define it. Build inner security, not outer dependency. Master the things within, and nothing outside can shake you. The world may try, but the untethered Stoic remains free. Think about it. The person who broadcasts love or loyalty can be manipulated by guilt. The one who flaunts wealth or status becomes a target for envy. The one who clings to reputation loses the ability to act with courage. The Stoic acts with intention, unshaken by what others may desire, expect, or judge. Detachment is strength. Silence is armor. Freedom is untouchable. If this hits home, type in the comments, "I am untethered." And like the video if you're ready to protect what matters most by keeping it sacred, private, and untouchable. 5. Your thoughts about others. Never reveal what you think of people, not your judgments, your anger, your resentment. Every time you voice your opinion about someone, every subtle critique you share, you hand over a piece of your inner compass. You give others a map to your mind. And once someone knows how you think, how you react, how you judge, they can anticipate your moves, manipulate your choices, or even undermine your influence. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, if someone does wrong, it is because of their own nature. Your task is not to be angry, but to understand and act rightly. The Stoic doesn't vent. He doesn't gossip. He observes, he assesses, and he acts with precision, quietly, without letting others see the calculations behind his decisions. Think about it. You complain about a co-worker, a friend, or even a family member. You justify your anger. You voice your resentment. It feels satisfying, but someone is listening. They learn your triggers. They understand what angers you, what frustrates you, what makes you defensive. And in time, they may test you, provoke you, or use that knowledge against you. Your reaction becomes predictable, your judgment exposed. The Stoic, however, moves differently. He speaks less, he observes more. He keeps his opinions private, even when they burn in his mind. Those who underestimate him will never see the depth of his discernment. They will never know the power of his analysis, the clarity of his mind, or the precision of his actions. They may speculate, they may gossip, but they will never control him. Your thoughts about others are your private strategy. Guard them, master them. Let them guide your actions quietly, not your words. Speak only when necessary. Act always with clarity. When you do, your judgment becomes untouchable. Others may see your calm, your restraint, your effectiveness, but they will never know the full force of your mind. If this hits hard, type in the comments, "My judgment is mine alone." And like the video if you're ready to keep your thoughts private and your actions unstoppable. 6. Your failures. Failures are the Stoics' fuel, not confession. They are to be digested quietly, transformed into discipline, then left behind. Every misstep, every mistake, every moment you fall. These are tools, not trophies to be displayed. Share them too openly, and the world will take them as evidence, not lessons. Epictetus said, "Difficulties show a person what they are." And he was right, but he also understood that this revelation is private. Difficulties are for reflection, for growth, for sharpening the mind and the character. They are not for public consumption. Think about it. You stumble at work. You make a costly error. You share it openly, maybe for advice, maybe for sympathy. People will nod, listen, even smile. But behind that smile, they are remembering, they are measuring, they are storing that moment for the next time they need leverage, for the next time they want to test your confidence, your competence, your resilience. Your failure becomes their tool, their story, their ammunition. The Stoic does not move this way. He falls, he learns, he rises, quietly, deliberately, invisibly. He measures his growth by his discipline, not by applause. He masters the lesson, not the audience. And when he acts again, it is with precision, with calm, with power that has been forged in silence. Failure in the open is weakness. Failure in silence is untouchable strength. Picture it like this. Someone sees you struggle publicly, but they never see the hours, the reflection, the repeated practice, the self-discipline that turns that stumble into mastery. They only see the scar. The Stoic keeps the work invisible, the progress private, and lets the results speak. When the world finally sees, it sees not the failure, but the mastery that emerged from it. If this resonates, drop this in the comments. I turn failure into strength. And like the video if you're ready to digest your struggles in silence and let your results speak louder than your mistakes. 7. Your ultimate goals. Your highest ambitions, the version of yourself you're building, must remain unseen. The projects, the mastery, the empire you are quietly constructing, these are sacred. Desire to share your plans is often nothing more than a craving for validation, a way to ease the tension of carrying your vision alone. But the Stoic does not act for applause. He acts for excellence. He acts for results. He acts for mastery. When the world does not know your intentions, it cannot obstruct them. When your progress is quiet, deliberate, and methodical, your eventual success becomes explosive. Those around you may speculate, they may doubt, they may even try to pull you off course, but they cannot stop what they cannot see coming. Let them guess. Let them underestimate. Let them miscalculate your strength. That uncertainty is your weapon. The world will always try to define you by what it sees, by what it believes you are capable of, but the Stoic knows the truth is internal. Real power grows in the shadows. Real mastery is invisible until it manifests. Think of it like water carving through rock. It moves silently, patiently, steadily. No one notices at first. No one believes it will succeed. And then, when the time is right, it overwhelms everything in its path. The Stoic's goals are like water, silent, unstoppable, invisible until he arrives. By the time the world realizes, it is too late to interfere. Respect, admiration, even fear come not from announcements, but from results. Your ambitions are sacred. They are your blueprint, your discipline, your unseen strength. Share them too early, and others will dilute them with doubt, envy, or unsolicited advice. Guard them, protect them, build them in silence. When they come to light, they will speak louder than any explanation ever could. If this hits you, drop this in the comments. My goals are mine alone. And like the video if you're ready to move in silence, build relentlessly, and let your success surprise the world. If you live these 7 truths, you will become untouchable, calm in chaos, silent in a world of noise, invisible in a world of distraction. The Stoic does not seek attention. He does not crave applause. He does not measure himself by the opinions of the crowd. He seeks mastery. And mastery, unlike words, cannot be stolen, undermined, or diluted. It is permanent, it is internal, it is unassailable. Guard your mind, guard your emotions, guard your weaknesses, your victories, your attachments, your failures, your thoughts, and your ultimate goals. Protect them as a soldier protects his command. Protect them as a master protects his secrets. The moment you hand them over, even to those who claim to care, you surrender power you cannot get back. The world respects those who control themselves. The world fears those who cannot be predicted, and the world cannot touch the man who moves quietly, deliberately, and without need for validation. Master yourself. Master your emotions. Master your actions. Master your failures. Master your ambitions. Master the art of silence. The Stoic understands that the external is always uncontrollable. Your power lies in what is within your command, your thoughts, your discipline, your reactions, your choices. When you live by this principle, the storms of the world may rage around you, but you remain unmoved, unshakable, untouchable. People will notice, not because you announced it, but because the results cannot be ignored. Respect is earned in silence. Power is built in privacy. Influence is proven through action. And here's the subtle truth. Most people will never understand this. They crave drama, validation, attention. They seek to measure life in noise, in applause, in external approval. You, however, move in silence. You act when others hesitate. You strike when others plan. You succeed quietly while the world debates. Your calm becomes your shield. Your invisibility becomes your weapon, and your results become undeniable proof of mastery. If this hits you, write in the comments, "I move in silence." Let that be your declaration, not of show, but of intention. Live it, own it, build it, and watch as the world begins to respond, not to your words, but to the force of your discipline. If you're ready to become untouchable, make sure to like this video. It tells me you're serious about living by these truths. Subscribe to the channel if you want more Stoic wisdom delivered directly to your mind, not as noise, but as strategy. And comment below something that challenges you. Which truth will I master first? Let us know, and let the community witness the start of your transformation. Live these truths, own your silence, protect your mind, guard your power, and step into the world untouchable, unstoppable, and utterly unshakable.